Good afternoon, Chairman McKay, County Executive Hill, and Supervisor members. My name is Kimberly Adams, and I am speaking on behalf of the Fairfax Education Association, a union representing nearly 4,000 school employees in our Fairfax County Public Schools. We understand the harsh reality of the economic picture created by the COVID-19 crisis, a budget picture that is not what we had anticipated before this pandemic. As educators, we have been faced with mounting challenges of distance learning, graduating seniors with no graduation ceremonies, measuring student academic progress with no grading or testing, and addressing the mental health instability created by this crisis. All this alongside managing our own family's fears and emotions during a pandemic. This afternoon and over the next few days, we are certain that you will hear testimony that will center around maintaining county priorities and providing the most critical services to the best of your ability and funding. We stand united with our brothers and sisters in labor and ask that this board continue to move forward as revenues return and place employee compensation increases for both county and schools at the very top of its priority list. As revenue streams return, we expect that this board will follow budget guidance that will highlight people as its priorities and place funding where appropriate. So many positive things were planned in the previous budget, such as expanded library hours, more affordable housing, improvements to human services, and increases in public safety. Many of these are now on hold. We ask that you begin with people and continue with programs as monies allow. The expectation that Fairfax County remain a world-class place to live, work, play, and thrive is a goal that we will continue to support. You must invest in Fairfax. We know that this is a difficult thing to do with so many thousands filing for unemployment, so many businesses struggling to remain afloat, and your employees struggling to keep their families in focus. We are hopeful that this picture will improve as we exit this crisis. Knowing when we might return to normal is uncertain at this time, and this presents a challenge. We know that you are also faced with the challenge of managing the current fiscal year so that we remain a viable county in the next fiscal year. We don't exhaust reserve accounts, maintain our AAA bond rating, and continue to offer high-quality services to all in need. We, as the Fairfax Education Association, absolutely prioritize education first. But we know that the education in Fairfax County cannot come at the expense of all other services provided to our residents. We understand the county executive's recommendation and the superintendent's mirroring such a recommendation to delay increases in compensation from the current budget situation. We do, however, expect that as the revenue sources return and as employment begins to take shape once again, and as businesses begin to thrive, that compensation will be prioritized throughout the FY21 budget year. That quarter by quarter, this board will look at data and adjust its decisions contingent on state revenues, federal revenues, and local revenues as they return to Fairfax County. We understand that increases in property taxes may not be prudent at this time. Therefore, we do not advocate for a tax increase unless it is necessary for the maintenance of education, safety, and health of the residents of Fairfax County. We trust that the county executive and the staff in his budget office are making the best decisions possible with limited information as to the depth of the current economic crisis. We very much understand and are looking closely at what changes to policies and procedures will come out of this funding shortfall. Our students deserve the best educators possible. Our buildings must be maintained over time, and our education system must continue to create 21st century graduates. We will do our part as the future of our students depend on the hardworking educators who currently have shifted to distance education on a temporary basis, who continue to struggle at home themselves during this COVID-19 crisis, to keep their families healthy and balance their work-life situation. We need this board to find ways to mitigate the financial impact of the pandemic so that this is not felt 10 years later. We understand and thank you for knowing that this affects all your employees funded by county resources who are working to keep Fairfax County strong even throughout a pandemic. We hope you stay healthy and safe, and we look forward to continuing to work with you in the days and months ahead. Thank you very much.